Welcome to this Specialty Products Company installation video for the BMW front adjustable upper strut mounts. These mounts are engineered utilizing a unique multi-adjustable design. These strut mounts fit a wide variety of BMWs. Crafted from aircraft quality aluminum, these precision machined adjusters feature OE-style bearings and a bonded urethane insulator. Tuners will find this kit's ability to change both camber and caster perfect for both performance and racing applications. Please follow all safety precautions when installing these mounts. Raise the vehicle by the body and let the suspension hang. Support the vehicle with jack stands if needed. To install these mounts, the strut must be removed from the vehicle. So first, remove the tire and wheel assembly. Now remove and support the front brake caliper. Although not necessary, this will make it easier to remove the strut. Hang the caliper so no strain is applied to the brake hose. Now remove the pinch bolt holding the strut to the knuckle. Remove the height sensor, if equipped, from the lower control arm. Normally this is only used on one side. Remove the stabilizer bar link end from the strut housing. Now remove the 3 upper strut mounting nuts. The lower control arm should be supported so the strut does not drop uncontrolled out of the strut tower. Drop the lower control arm and knuckle assembly down as far as possible and remove the strut from the vehicle. Using a spring compressor, such as the SPC part number 40920 or equivalent, compress the coil spring. A compressed coil spring is dangerous. Make sure to follow all spring compressor safety precautions. Compress the spring just enough to relieve the pressure on the upper mount. Now remove the nut holding the mount to the strut shaft. This may require special tools to hold the strut shaft while removing the nut. Now remove the stock strut mount from the strut. Remove the thin concave washer, but leave the thick flat washer in place on the strut shaft. Pack the ball bearing on the new mount with a small amount of bearing grease. Install the concave washer on the bottom side of the bearing, then slide on the mount to the strut shaft. Install the stock strut shaft nut and tighten. Decompress the spring, making sure the spring is seated properly in the upper and lower spring seats. Make sure the bearing mount turns freely. Install the cover plate on the mount using 4 button head cap screws. Tighten and then torque the bolts to 15 to 18 pound-feet. Using the template supplied on the instruction sheet, install the top plate in the proper position for desired camber or caster offset. Install the 4-hole washer along with the socket head cap screws to retain the top plate onto the strut mount. Center the plate and lightly tighten the cap screws. Making sure the top plate of the mount is oriented properly, reinstall the strut back into the vehicle. Start the upper strut mount nuts to hold the strut in place. Slide the strut base into the knuckle, then raise the lower control arm to engage the strut mounts to the body. Using the nuts and washers supplied, tighten and torque the top strut nuts to 20 to 25 pound-feet. Now reattach the height sensor to the lower control arm if equipped. Reinstall the brake caliper along with the strut shaft pinch bolt. Torque all bolts to manufacturer's specifications. Reconnect the stabilizer link to the strut and tighten the nut. Reinstall the tire and wheel assembly. Install alignment equipment. Raise the vehicle to take the weight off the upper strut mount. To adjust camber, loosen the 4 cap screws and slide the mount to the camber desired. Torque the bolts to 15 to 18 pound-feet. Recheck alignment readings and road test the vehicle.